Now, I was having a conversation with a really amazing woman that I truly respect. And I've been thinking about this conversation because she was saying that she knew that her partner wasn't right for her. She knew the relationship wasn't healthy. And she didn't understand why she still wanted him back. Because everybody around her was giving her the same advice. They were saying, you'll find someone else, just move on, time heals. But as she spoke, I realized none of those things were touching her. They weren't even coming close to what she actually was grieving. She wasn't actually crying because she'd lost him. She was crying because she'd lost the future that she had spent years building in her mind. The holidays that they would take every summer, the home that they were working towards buying, the children that they had talked about and chose names for, the mornings that they hadn't lived yet. And overnight, all of it disappeared. And that's why I think we've completely misunderstood heartbreak. I don't think the hardest part of a heartbreak is actually losing the person all the times. It's actually losing the life that you believed you were building and was waiting for you. You're grieving two different losses. Most people think a breakup is about one loss. It isn't, it's two. The first is the person, and the second is the future. And often the future hurts more because we have invested our dreams in the future. And unlike the relationship, the future was still perfect. It hadn't happened yet. It hadn't disappointed you yet. It hadn't let you down. And you may have held on to these dreams in times where it wasn't easy to stay in the relationship. Your imagination kept it untouched and you were truly, truly looking forward to it. And that's why it can feel harder to let go of something that might never have actually happened. And this is why it's really important to enjoy the present moments of your relationship and really assess the current reality and understand that that was what the relationship was and not actually live in its future too much. Your brain edits the relationship. After a breakup, something strange happens. Your mind becomes an incredible editor. It cuts out the waiting, the anxiety, the loneliness, the conversations that left you in tears, and instead it plays the highlights, the affection, the laughter, the moments of deep connection. And because your brain is protecting you from that shock of loss, it quietly just convinces you that the relationship was better than it really was. You don't actually remember the true reflection of the relationship. You actually just start remembering the best moments inside it. You don't just lose them, you lose yourself. Now, relationships quietly shape our identity. You stop thinking in terms of me and you start thinking in terms of we. Where will we live? What will we do? Who are we as a couple? What will we become? Your routines change, your weekends change, your future changes. And then when one conversation ends the relationship, your identity hasn't caught up, your routine hasn't caught up, and you're left asking, who am I? And that question is way more painful than where did they go? Your body misses certainty and not always the person. People often think wanting someone back means that they're the right person for you. And this is not necessarily true. Sometimes your body just wants familiarity because even difficult relationships become familiar. You knew how to think about them. You knew when they would text in the morning. You knew how to wait when they finished work late. You knew how to hope. And when they leave, all of that disappears. Or even if you've ended it, all of that disappears. Your body isn't only grieving love, it's grieving the loss of something that it had learned to organize itself around. And it's missing the routine, the rituals, and all of the things that you would wait for in a relationship. You don't want your ex back, you want yourself back. So you think that you're missing them, but what you're really missing is the version of you that was existed before this relationship. The version of you that didn't have to wait, hope, overthink all the things that you didn't like. You want your peace back, your confidence back, your joy back, your future back. And that's why healing isn't always about getting them back, or part of healing is also understanding that you are becoming someone new and to reclaim all the parts of yourself that you have lost and come home to yourself. So one of the biggest misconceptions that we have after a breakup is believing the pain means we've lost something that's meant for us. Pain is not proof that someone was right for you. It's simply proof that they mattered to you. And those are not the same things. The greatest tragedy is not losing someone that you loved, it's believing that you've lost the only future where you could ever be happy. And you haven't. You've lost one version of your future and not your future itself. There are people you haven't met, experiences you haven't lived, and parts of yourself that you have not discovered yet. And grief has a way of convincing us that one person was carrying our entire life, and they weren't. They were carrying one chapter of it. And perhaps that's the hidden gift inside heartbreak. It forces you to stop building your life around someone else's presence and start building it around your own. And one day you will look back and realize what felt like the end of your story was simply the end of one chapter. The rest of the pages are still blank, and now for the first time, you get to decide how they're written. If this video resonated with you, I would love to know in the comments what has been harder for you to let go of, the person or the future you imagined with them. And if you would like to take the free survival archetype quiz to learn more about yourself and your patterns, the link is down below. So much love.